Well, this is great news for the United States. Folarin Balogun, the star striker for the USA at the Men's World Cup, just had his red card reversed. It's been overturned according to FIFA, and he will be able to play in the round of 16 match against Belgium. But there might have been a little bit of corruption to get this done. We're learning now, according to Ben Jacobs, the White House made a direct call to FIFA to ask the president to review the red card. FIFA was approached for comment and referred to the findings of its independent committee. They also insist that the White House influence could not have affected the decision due to the powers contained in Article 27 and the independent nature of the disciplinary panel.
Imagine being a footballer, controversially getting a red card, meaning he is suspended. So the president contacts FIFA directly to get the ban rescinded, leading to the player getting his wish. Well, this is the story of Donald Trump overturning Balogun's red card. And before we get into this story, consider following for more. So to kick off this story, let's go back to the game between USA and Bosnia, where USA striker Folarin Balogun put in this tackle on Tariq Muharemovic, and the referee incredibly gave Balogun a red card. And everyone in the world couldn't believe this decision because Messi done the exact same thing.
So you're telling me this red card got overturned on Balogun, on the US versus Bosnia, on our defender Tariq Muharemovic? Are we serious, FIFA? Okay, I know a lot of the USA fans are going to say this was not intentional, but intentional or not, the man still slid down his calf onto his ankle, which could have literally broken his ankle, our best defender yet. So first it's Ronaldo versus Croatia. Messi, yeah, he could have the same challenge on another team, but it's Messi, we got to realize that. And now the US, and I'm pretty sure Trump says something like, hey FIFA, do this, do this. Are we serious, FIFA? Like, are we serious? What is there more to explain? How is that not a red card? And if you make the decision, don't overturn it. Make up your mind there on the spot. Come on now. What do you guys think? Should this red card be overturned or not?
What do you find the American people to be like?
Friendly and full of hope and positivity.
Very hospitable, very helpful.
Guys, I want us to be fair. I just want to play this video so you can see exactly what happened that day before we go into the full analysis and actually what is happening today.
The number 20 United States committee serious foul.
Yeah, it's going to be a red card.
The final decision is red card.
Wow.
The safety of his opponent. You could argue it does, but I think it's slightly unfair because it's more
card. And I could see why this will potentially be given, but this is why I like seeing them in real time like this.
Yes, if you take a look at this from Claire Travis, sources, President Trump, Comment Secretary Howard, and White House Task Force had Andrew Glani put together a team of elite lawyers from outside the government to challenge the Folarin Balogun red card. Specifically, they challenged the use of slow motion instant replay to give the red card, which they argue violated FIFA rules. The president also conveyed to Gianni Infantino, FIFA president, that the appeal had been fair and he believed the red card penalty was excessive. FIFA Independent Committee reviewed the decision and agreed the penalty was incorrectly given, rescinding it under their Rule 27 authority. People with little knowledge are here melting down, saying all sorts of things.
Balogun is a class act. Imagine scoring a goal for USA, then getting a red card called, then realizing that you will not be able to participate in the match against Belgium in round 16, the toughest match so far for USA. You'd probably be really upset, right? Well, we saw Flo after the match talking to the referee and actually shaking his hand.
It was, for me, it's important for me to say, obviously, first and foremost, it was totally unintentional, which I'm sure a lot of people know. But, I think the choice of the referee was, of course, his choice, but I don't think it was the correct call. I think a yellow card would have been fair, just due to it not being intentional, and also, there's not many places I can place my foot in such a scenario. But I think it's happened, and it's something I have to accept and just move forward from. It's difficult, to see red at any time, but especially now, but for me, the most important thing was just trying to stay calm. I think, I didn't want to react out of emotion, out of anger, and I had to just accept that the decision was made, whether I agreed with it or not, and just try to also think about how I can help moving forward.
Yo, in case you guys have been living underneath a rock, let me explain everything that's going down over here. Balogun got a red card, which means he's supposed to be missing the next game, but Big Donny T called up Gianni Infantino and said, we're hosting the World Cup. We're bringing you guys billions of dollars in revenue. You are going to let our star player play. Let's take it back to the start. Let me explain exactly what's happened. If you get a red card in big tournaments like this, you miss the next game. That also happens if you get 2 yellow cards in a row. Now, a lot of people, specifically from North America, are saying this was a bad VAR call. They're contesting it, saying that it shouldn't have been a red. But in most standard football leagues, especially the biggest and most competitive ones in the world, if you're raising your studs, that's a red card. We also know Messi did this recently and got away with it. What are you going to do? But this guy had already gotten his red card and was set to be missing the next game. We all know what happened next. DJT picks up the phone. 4th of July, Gianni Infantino, ring, ring, ring. It's the cash cow. This guy is telling him, listen, you're going to be winning so much. You're going to be tired of winning, Gianni. We're bringing you billions of dollars. As star player, cannot miss the next game. You better unsuspend him. So they have suspended the red card issued to USA striker during their round of 32 win over Bosnia-Herzegovina.
Yes, these people can't even stop. If you look at what actually happened, you will clearly see that this was not supposed to be a red card. Maybe yellow card because he never did that intentionally. I've been following this from the beginning to now. And I've not been putting out videos on YouTube simply because it doesn't really align with what I'm doing here. I decided to do these videos as a result of the politics that is coming into this. At some point, if you see people melting down, some says, oh, Trump made the call, oh, Trump did it. FIFA is an independent body. I saw a few months ago at the African Cup of Nations, FIFA had to take a decision that we have not seen. Senegal won, but at some point, because of what happened in the field, they gave the cup to Morocco. That's to tell you there are certain things that we don't understand, that the people sitting in there, they have a committee. Is made up of people around the world before they take this decision. So people coming here to sit, talk, all kind of nonsense is something I don't understand.
All the Eurohead soccer bros owe me an apology for calling me a dumb American for not knowing soccer. I may not know soccer, but I know bogus when I see it when it comes to sports. Last game, they gave our player a red card for accidentally stepping on somebody's ankle. Clearly wasn't intentional. Clearly was going after the ball. The Europeans were calling me idiots. And I let it be known that if somebody accidentally stepping on somebody's ankle constitutes a red card and getting kicked out of the game and then getting suspended for the next game, that's dumb sport, dumb rules. And I got called a dumb American for that too.
Yes, I have seen a lot of people celebrating like this is now a fair decision. I have seen people saying, oh, this is cheating. FIFA is not the FIFA. We used to know, things like that. At some point, if you take a look at the action the Trump administration actually put out here, they had to bring a team of lawyers to appeal this decision. This is the right procedure to do. Some other countries don't usually do this. They will ignore it. The reason they are seeing this changing now, they don't believe this happening. I don't want to prolong the video. I just want to end here. I wanted you to see exactly the level of hypocrisy that these people always try to spread when it concerns the United States. It gets crazy. And so the short clips you see at the end, that's on White Egret, and you can always skip.
Live on celebrate America's 250th anniversary.
Monday night gave the president and his acolytes an opportunity where the gladiator's god was...
Oh, can you hear me? Yeah, no, I heard what happened. Listen, good news is I'm about to get this here Cybertruck with your GoFundMe money. Bad news is you're going to jail, but...
Not to conflate.
So with all eyes on California, you can see exactly what's happening.
It was on here in the Golden State.
In 39, encouraging our fans not to vote for Pratt, for a fan.
Seeing this city just fall apart.
Mayorship, insurance companies, they don't have to pay people to rebuild their home.
Aaron Bass.
I just wanted to...
up these cases with...
Can't keep streetlights
in California. Now you realize people everywhere in America make fun of people.
And so this is my life.
You're talking about qualification.
In California, I have family in LA.
Chelsea Handler, she's not a fan. Said me.
The women! Jeez!
Did you know that it's been 100 years
of our founding fathers' deaths to try and lecture